when I got her body next to mine. She really loving on me, I'm really loving the weekend. Now she in the zone, yeah, yeah. She wanna let me go, no. She got me right when she wants. She got me that to right. She love this song. She go down low. Body to body, girl. Ooh, I wanna let you go. Yeah.
Today we have the lovely Deja.
Hi.
Everybody give a hand for Miss Deja.
Hi, y'all.
That's a big applause from the Hustle Hard University, NC. Okay, we would like to welcome you to the Social Media Baddies TV. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me.
It's a
It's
pleasure.
an honor.
Okay, first off, where are you from?
I'm from Houston.
From Houston, born and raised?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any avenues you would like to shout out? Any boroughs? Any streets that you like to shout out?
No, not necessarily.
Neighborhood?
No, not necessarily. I'm pretty much I'm from Houston, but my family is from the Caribbean. St. Kitts and Nevis to be exact. Well, my dad was born there. And they were raised in the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, Trinidad, Jamaica, pretty much. So yeah.
Okay. So how was life like growing up underneath that, like, you know, culture inside Houston? Like, was it different from like a normal Black household?
Yes, very much different. I just feel like it's more strict, more firm, and people that's foreign, that's not from the United States, are very, I would say they more, even when you're young, they're more of like, what would I want to say? They focus on they get you like business ready, business minded at a young age. They're very structured, grounded, really, really, really grounded, and just want to make sure you're on your P's and Q's. You know, even at 5, 6 years old, just making sure you're on your P's and Q's, like stuff that you're ahead of the game pretty much.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
So how did that just like prepping you for the world, like real life and everything? I think structure is a privilege, because until you like go through the world without it, like you don't understand how hard it can be. And then that's like a lot of, you know, people of color or minorities. Sometimes they have to go through life without a stable structure. So I definitely understand and respect what y'all do, even when they get to throwing the sandal at you. Okay.
Oh my God.
Who was the most influential person in your life growing up?
Oh my God. So it's my dad's ex-wife, but I call her my mom. She's been in my life since I was 3 years old. To this day, she taught me how to be a woman. She was also raised by her grandparents. So she taught me so much, just how to carry myself as a woman, taught me about feminism, just being spiritual. I've been spiritual since I was little. I'll talk about that more. But she taught me so much, even how to deal with kids. She was a teacher. She now is a direct teacher over many schools, and I don't know. She just taught me so much, and that's why I would say I'm very feminine, super, super, super feminine. I think that's so important. So
I see it on you, baby.
Yeah.
Is she still in your life? Like,
Of
are
course.
y'all still in contact?
I was with her last night.
With her last night? Where
yes.
y'all at? Maybe don't disclose that right now, but
yes,
right
that's my mommy. I love her to the death of me.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, you said she was in your life since you was 3.
Yeah.
You don't mind us asking, when were you born?
The year?
Go ahead, drop the year.
1995.
1900s. 1900s. No.
1995. I'm 29.
Okay, welcome to
I'm a Cancer.
Welcome to adulthood, sweetheart.
Yes.
What month?
June.
June? Coming up, right? Okay, sweetheart. You got any plans going on for that's the summertime too. You hold on, y'all.
Well,
I bet you go to the club with that little portable fan on you.
No, I don't do that. No, I don't need that. I don't sweat. I don't do all that. I don't need that.
Yes, baby.
But I'm pregnant, so I'm pretty much gonna do something very laid back and intimate, and just just thank God where I'm at in my journey, pretty much. I don't want to do too much. I'm big on energy, so honestly, I really don't celebrate birthdays. I don't really celebrate a lot of stuff, but yeah, I just want to celebrate the anniversary of me. Just like I said, just my life, where I'm at in my journey.
This is your first child?
No, this is my second. My
Is it?
first child he's 10.
Do you know if you have a girl or boy?
It's a girl.
It's a girl?
Yeah, something
I
I
was gonna
wanted.
say you can have a gender reveal, sweetheart.
I just had one
Okay, how was
recently, 2
that?
weeks ago.
How was that?
It was great. It was a dream come true.
Mhm.
It turned out really, really great. I loved it.
I'm a family advocate, so like you got the right
Really?
person. I got twin daughters, and I'm a girl
Really?
dad.
Oh, I love
Mhm.
girl dads.
I know y'all do. I mean, it's just when we get past the fussing, which I'm gonna give you some pushback to that.
Mhm.
But like when you really get down to the meat and potatoes of everything, it's like it's for the better. You know,
Mhm.
I learned how to be more of a man by fathering my daughters, and you
I'm so
kind of
happy to
need
hear you
something to
say that.
protect and give yourself purpose.
Mhm.
So I'm a big advocate for family.
I love to hear black men say that. Like,
You know, I ain't with my baby mama though.
oh.
Yeah, you got me. But I'm very much so always around. I think that's the issue.
As long as you active and doing your part.
Always.
Every girl, little girl, they need their dad.
They lay down the street.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
There
Love
you
it. I
go.
love it.
Okay, do you have any hobbies?
Yes, I do. So I love to dance. Um uh
What types?
I don't want to
What
get
genres?
too much into, but
Freestyle?
high school I was I don't like to call it stripper. I think it's art. So just pole dancing. I'm gonna say
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Well, you know you just opened up a can of worms with that, right?
That's fine.
Oh no. Because now I would like to know your insight on that because you were into like, you know, the more seductive dancing.
Right, yeah.
Which is fine. People don't never get to hear the other side of what people think, like how a woman likes to feel sexy or like how you like. Because I cut hair, I get a sense of satisfaction when I do a good job, and it's weird because I feel like I'm the man.
Oh, I love that. I never
Right?
heard.
Like
Yeah, I
I
never heard
have no
nobody say
problem
that.
passing positive vibe. If I just raise your self esteem, my dude, you know what I'm saying? The money's good, but I also get a sense of, you know, so I can understand like, okay, I look good. But wouldn't it be kind of like a drug? Can it be an addicting feeling? Like not probably best.
I would say you talking about with you cutting hair or
No,
just
with you stripping. Because being sexy and feeling sexy, it's like a two-way street.
I don't know, it's something in me. I don't know. I don't even know if it's an alter ego, but I do have this other side of me, and I call her goddess. She's very, that's that side show to my man. Okay, look.
What? Okay.
I can't go too much into that, but
Okay. Gender reveal just passed. I understand.
yes, but it's more so of like a I don't know, it gives me this type of power. Like, I don't know. It just comes out. It's just have you ever heard of Lilith? I know you heard of Lilith.
It sounds familiar.
Like in the Bible,
Yes. Isn't that like
that was supposed to be Adam's first wife,
yeah, Lilith?
Lilith. How you am I saying it right?
You said Lilith. Lilith.
Lilith.
That was the first Eve, and
Right.
that's also
Every woman has that inside of her, and you have to discover that part of yourself. So, as I'm gonna say, when I was about 25, I started my spiritual journey or whatever, and I just discovered a lot about myself. And she popped up, and I was like, "Oh my God, this has been in me this whole time." And that's when I went dancing full effect, and it's just when I was on stage, I would just get this. I didn't even care about the people in the audience are looking. I just picture myself just on stage just dancing. I look at it as art. Now I do feel like in today's society it is being taken advantage of. And I do feel like women is they selling their soul for money. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody want to make money, but I just feel like it's more to that. Um, you don't have to go. I understand it's a fantasy, all of that, but I just feel like when you dance, you don't have to go and lie. Just be real, keep it real. Like if this is what you want, this is what it is. Let it be that, but it shouldn't be a manipulation to a man. I don't know. I don't think so.
But what's the difference between manipulation and seduction?
Mm,
Is one with consent and one without?
yeah, it's more so of like how I look at it is if everything is like it's just a vibe. Like we vibing. It could be
What is vibe?
like a vibe, the energy.
Okay.
Like
Okay. I understand that. I just got words for everything. Okay.
it's like
One is harmless versus the other
right,
one I'm trying to gain from you
right,
without, I'm just trying to
right.
get one over on you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I mean by that.
one might
Like
be give and receive a little bit. And that's like why I was
mm-hmm,
like asking because like if you, the way you see stripping, like some people see it like, oh, I want to get money. It's the same way with any job. If you just focus on getting the
mm-hmm,
money and you're not focused on the craft, you only gonna go so
mm,
far.
yeah,
Other people, who just like I dance, but I also, I turn my cell phone when I'm dancing.
yeah,
They probably get a little bit more, in tune with what is going on, you
mm-hmm.
know. But I can
It's
understand.
really deep. Me, I think stripping is deep, but
I think y'all need to rebrand it.
I don't. I definitely would love to, cause I look at it as art. It's beautiful. It's just being misused a whole lot, and I there's something I do like when I'm at home by myself. I don't dance anymore, but that's just something I do. I like to do. It makes me happy. I like being, on the pole. Just it's just art to me. It's beautiful.
Okay, so you have experience in poetry.
Hmm.
Okay, how much experience you got? You
since
like
since I was 18,
you
but I
like
stopped when I was
you in the
like
paint with it? You at the paint with it, or what's up?
since I was like 18, but I stopped when I was 26, 27.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. What was like one of the best experiences you had in the
Dancing.
industry? No, like a good night, a day where you was like, I can't believe this. You know what?
Um, Actually, I met this guy. Um, okay, so it was one night, my friend at the time, she called me and she was like, I need some money to pay I think she needed to pay her car note or something. She didn't have the money. So I was like, she never danced a day in her life. So I was like, well, you want to make some fast money? You want to make some fast money real quick? A wooty woo, I dance, a wooty woo. And she's like, yeah. So she came to the club, and the type of club I was working at was at the time it was it wasn't an all black club. It was a what's up? You know, I don't want to say the white Caucasian club with
It
a
was like a little slightly diverse club, a little
yeah
sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there.
yeah. And she was like, "Oh, I'm cool with that, whoopty woo." We drank that little drink or whatever. I drink wine, so I drank me some wine, wooty woo, and she drank her little liquor and stuff. And this man came in, Caucasian man, he came in or whatever, um, and he was just talking to us. It was crazy. He was just talking to us about life and stuff, wooty woo, and we just talking to him, and all he wanted was like one dance. Literally, that was it. Um, we were surprised because he gave us, a good amount of money. And we were just kind of like, wow, what the hell? Like, she was happy because she made her budget for her car note, and she was like, "Oh my God, this is all it took." I'm like, "Yeah," and that type of night made me realize I'm like, you don't really have to do all of this to get a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of this. Like,
Yeah,
all
it's
I
a
gotta do
different
is
aspect to it.
and different men come in and they, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's when I was like, I
Mhm.
turned up and I was like, I don't have to do none of that to get this and that because I seen it. I see other girls do it, but I'm like, I'm not finna go that route. I never did,
Yeah.
never will, because I know my power and I know who I am. So I would try to tell other girls that too, but this industry is just it's just different. The world is different. The women are different.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized, like, oh, I don't have to do all of this just to do that to get this and that. Mm.
Okay.